Hello again, everybody. This is Patrick Pinto with PC Solutions, and welcome to another riveting episode of the ABCs of Digital Marketing. Today we're sitting with Jason Phillips, who is the Director of Strategic Accounts at CertaPro Painters. How are you today, Jason?
I'm doing great, Patrick. How are you?
I'm doing well. For everyone watching, everyone listening, for the millions that are tuned in on this, please, could we give us an introduction on you and your company and exactly what your company does?
Yeah, absolutely. So CertaPro Painters is a painting franchise. We have over 370 franchises that are independently owned and operated throughout the United States and Canada, which makes us the largest painting services company in North America. I, as you mentioned, am Director of Strategic Accounts. We're a corporately based team that works with a particular set of our customers, corporate and institutional customers that have a portfolio of properties that span multiple markets across regions in the US and Canada. And we are essentially like a concierge service for them. We provide one-stop shopping where they can contact me or a member of my team and work with us for their portfolio. And we then distribute that work down through our network to our most commercially qualified franchises within our system.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Let me ask you this question. If you had to give an explanation or an education on why someone would want to use you or your company, how could you best define that for them?
Yeah, it's really summed up in three words: scale, competence, and ease. So I spoke a little bit about our scale. We're a large company, which makes it easier for property managers, facility managers to tap into a large company that can provide simultaneous paint jobs across their portfolio if they have a refresh or a rebrand project, and true local fulfillment with our most competent commercial services providers within our network. Competence. So we've been in business for over 25 years, and we have seen and done a lot in the painting services industry. But more than that, when my team reaches out to a franchise, we look at their KPIs to a level that assures our customers that they're dealing with a highly commercially competent franchise in their local marketplace. And then ease, that's all about what we're trying to do, is to make it easy to work with our company. So, when we at Strategic Accounts work with a customer that has a large profile within their network and wants to match up with another company that also has a large network, you need some folks in between all of that to open up the lines of communication, make sure the details are captured and handed off correctly. And that's what we do at the end of the day. We try to be the easy button for our customers.
Interesting. Let me ask you this: as the world has changed and we're in with the pandemic that has happened and with everything going on, what would you consider now? What is your traditional market that you like to kind of work within and sell within? In essence, what's really your sweet spot?
Yeah, so when you talk about CertaPro at large, our providers, our franchisees provide both residential and commercial painting services. My team is focused strictly on the commercial side, and within that, we focus on a handful of categories or vertical segments, if you will, where we've got a large amount of experience in. That has to do with hospitality, hotels, restaurants. We're certainly in senior living. Multifamily is a big category for us as well. Private education, just to name a few of those key segments. Managed commercial properties, think strip malls. So oftentimes there are ownership groups or management groups that have a lot of these properties within their portfolio, and they're trying to tap the best providers out there for their refresh, repaint work.
I like that. Thank you for that. Now, here's with all the competition that's out there, and I know there are as many colors in paint as there are competition, that you have a competition of competitors that are out there the same way. What would you say your unique characteristics that really separate you and your company from any of the other competitors out there? How would you kind of classify yourself differently?
Yeah, one of the first things is, when you look at the landscape of companies out there, painting services company out there that provide national painting services, the reality is a lot of them are employ traveling crews or perhaps a have a network of vendor partners that are other companies. And so what's different about CertaPro is, we're a large network. We are a self-performing company that is aligned with our distribution network of franchises. So I'm with CertaPro. The franchise that I hand you off to in any single market is also with CertaPro. And I'm sure that we know each other pretty well. I've been around this company for nearly 20 years, and I have relationships with a lot of our franchises across the country. And at the end of the day, what we're trying to create for our customers is peace of mind, so that when they enter into a new market or they have to have painting services for a building that they own in a new market, they know that they've got accountability at the local level with a franchise that we've handpicked, and at the corporate level with me or a member of my team. So that differentiates us. We're mission aligned. Everything that starts with us within CertaPro stays within CertaPro. And oftentimes our customers comment that that's an improved way of accessing services compared to what they've experienced in the past.
I like that. Thank you for that. I like your answers. I love talking with you because you're such a detailed individual, and you really take the time to walk through each and every of the questions, and I'm grateful for that. My last question for you, and I want you to leave a lasting impression with everyone that's watching or listening. How, in this interview, let me backtrack it. How would you want people to get a better understanding of what CertaPro does, who they do it for, and how they can reach out to you, most importantly?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, starting with the latter, they can reach out to us through a number of different formats. We have a national account or a strategic account landing page on our website, which is CertaPro.com. And they can certainly reach us that way. We also have our 800 goes CERTA. So that's our call center. And if you're, a regional or a national, company with a portfolio, and you're a property manager, facility manager that's trying to tap into our team, those are two really good ways to reach us. We're certainly active on all of the social sites as well. You can find me out there. And then in terms of how to, a lasting impression, one of the things that we strive for, our methodology, quite frankly, within strategic accounts, is to reach a level of becoming a trusted advisor to our clients. Whether we're winning painting projects with you or not, certainly that's the goal for us, but we want to be your trusted advisor. We've got a lot of experience at CertaPro after 25 plus years of being in business. And so we are very familiar with the entire ecosystem of painting services, painting manufacturers, so on and so forth. And so when you've got questions about projects or need consultancy about how to develop, refresh, repaint, or capital projects, we're happy to provide that for you.
Jason, listen, I thank you for taking the time today. I thank you for educating everyone within the viewing distance of this, that what CertaPro is, who you guys are, who you guys maintain, who you guys would like to work with. And at the end of the day, the professionalism and education that you're going to give to one of your clients, you're not just going to come in and do a job and walk away. You're going to leave them with an understanding of what was done. You're going to leave them with an explanation of how it was done, and you're going to leave them with a satisfied impression. And I have to say, working with you, you are one of the most patient individuals I've met. You're one of the most detailed individuals that I've met. When we talk about a project, you will go through verbatim step A to Z to make sure to show us each and every piece of how it's going to work and why it's going to work. And CertaPro is very valued to have you, and anyone who will work with you and will talk with you, they'll feel the same thing. I want to thank you for taking the time today.
Well, thank you, Patrick. It's been a pleasure working with you as well, and your entire team. I'm really, really happy that we formed a partnership here.
Thank you. And like I always say, if you're looking for someone, and please give Jason a due diligence on his profile, give him a strong look, give him a phone call. I know that you'll be most impressed and most pleased. Thank you again, Jason. And like I always like to say, while it's great to have a relationship with somebody, it's always good to be seen. Thank you for everything.